Imagine walking into a shoe store in the 1950s and being greeted by a glowing machine that promised to reveal the hidden structure of your feet. This wasn't science fiction, but a reality for shoppers during the atomic age. Welcome to the era of the shoe-fitting fluoroscope, a device that combined the excitement of new technology with the everyday task of buying shoes. Standing about 4 feet tall, these wooden contraptions looked like squat towers with slots for feet at the bottom and viewing portholes at the top. Shoppers would slip their feet into the machine while parents and salespeople peered through the portholes to see an X-ray image of the bones inside the shoes. It was a spectacle that turned a simple shopping trip into a futuristic experience. These machines went by various names like X-ray shoe fitter, pediscope, and footoscope. They were wildly popular across the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom, drawing thousands of curious customers. Children especially loved the chance to see their own bones, often begging to visit shoe stores for this unique experience. The shoe-fitting fluoroscope was the brainchild of several inventors. Jacob Lowe adapted a medical device he created during World War I, transforming it into a shoe-fitting tool by the 1920s. Other inventors like Matthew Adrian and Clarence Carrer also claimed credit for the idea. As popularity grew, companies such as the X-Ray Shoe Fitter Corporation and the Pediscope Company became major players in the industry. However, beneath the excitement and novelty lurked a serious health risk. These machines were emitting significant doses of radiation with each use. Without proper shielding, repeated exposures posed potential dangers, especially to children and shoe store employees who were exposed more frequently. The health concerns became increasingly apparent over time. There were reports of shoe salespeople developing dermatitis and, in extreme cases, suffering radiation burns severe enough to require amputation. Despite these risks, regulations were slow to catch up. Guidelines suggesting no more than 12 exposures per year for children seemed woefully inadequate. It wasn't until the 1950s that regulatory bodies began to take serious action. Pennsylvania led the charge, banning the machines from shoe stores in 1957. The United Kingdom followed, placing warning signs on devices by 1958. Throughout the 1960s, bans became widespread across various states and countries. As we look back on the era of shoe-fitting fluoroscopes, we're reminded of a time when the allure of new technology sometimes overshadowed safety concerns. It's a colorful chapter in retail history that captures the spirit of the 1950s, a decade marked by rapid technological advancement and a sometimes cavalier attitude toward potential risks. The story of the shoe-fitting fluoroscope serves as a fascinating example of how innovation and caution must be balanced. It reminds us that progress often comes with unforeseen consequences, and that the excitement of new discoveries must always be tempered with a careful consideration of their long-term impacts.